Yo, what's up? This is Malik, aka Flossie. Y'all know the deal. Back again. This time, I'm just gonna give a little update on some of these phones. Now, everybody, if you've seen any of the other videos, you know I got the Palm Pre, I got the HTC Touch Pro 2, I got the Blackberry Tour, and I got the HTC Hero. Now, I got all of these shits the day that they came out, and I've been using them since they've been out. So I'll give a little update on how I feel they rocking right now. First, we'll start off with the one I got first. We start off with the Palm Pre. Now, when the Pre first came out, if you see my video, I was kind of bashing it a little bit, because of the battery life and the no applications and all that, and the small keyboard. But after I've been using it now for a good couple of months, I ain't gonna front. I like it. That the app catalog got a lot more apps in it now. Got a whole bunch of shit in here. You get used to that small keyboard. It's kind of annoying, but you get used to it. The Palm Pre has the best touch screen that I ever seen in the phone. It's right there with the iPhone, if not better. You touch something on it, it happens. You press the button, there's no keep double, triple clicking. The shit works good, and I'm feeling the shit, whatever. So, if you look at my first video, they had a problem with the battery. The shit was getting mad hot. The shit was dying mad quick. They sent out a couple of updates since then. I already think I got about 4 updates since then. Now the battery lasts all day long, like you can see right now. Battery been on since 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's already almost 11 o'clock over here. I'm making a bunch of phone calls and all that. Haven't charged the phone yet. So I'm gonna say, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving this Palm Pre a solid 7. Other than the keyboard a little bit small, but if you took this same phone and put a regular sized keyboard on it, this would be a good 10 right here. On to the next phone. Now we're gonna back to this HTC Touch Pro 2 with the slide out keyboard and the adjustable screen and all that. After using it for like a couple of, maybe like 6 weeks, I had this thing now. I like it. Only thing about it, it's still a Windows phone, so the shit freezes a lot. The touch screen is good on it, but sometimes you'll find yourself clicking the same button over and over, The freezing part though is what gets you with this Windows shit, the freezing and the lag. But you can't go wrong with this big giant screen and this big ass keyboard. Come on, look at this shit. Look at my fingers. This is like almost having like a laptop. I'm typing on this shit. You get used to this shit. You don't even really got to look at the letters if you know what you're doing. You put your finger on the F and the J, and boom, you rock out from there. But anyway, not too many updates since then on this phone. Still look the same. Battery life on this phone is pretty good though. I don't use it that much, but the main thing I use this phone just for the weather. I love that little weather application. But anyway. On a 1 to 10, I'm giving this phone, I'm going to give it an 8, only because the keyboard is gigantic. The screen is gigantic. The sound quality is good. The speakerphone is off the hook. You make a phone call, you lay the phone down flat, the shit turns on by itself, and you just, boom, speakerphone got a little mute button on the back, so I'm going to give this phone an 8. I'm digging this phone. This will be a good phone to have if you got another phone already and you want something to just watch YouTube all day and play music and fuck around on, then this is a good phone for that. Next, we're going to go to HTC Hero. Now, for anybody who just seen the other video I did, yeah, I was kind of bashing this phone because I really wasn't feeling it at first. But maybe I rushed into it too quick, but I didn't even know you could change the keyboard into like the old school phone style keyboard. And, that way it's kind of corny, but that makes a huge difference when you're texting. So you put the T9 on, you put the keyboard like this, and it's almost like texting on a regular old school phone, but at least you get the shit done. The response on it is good, you get the shit done. And also, they're having a problem with the battery, so I got a few comments, people telling me to take off the Wi-Fi, which I already did. But telling me to disable the original SMS application and add a different one from the App Store. Like I use this handset one is pretty good. But still, all that stuff. I even went to a website. I put the link up on the page too. I even went to a website and got some tips and tricks on how to save the battery. But battery still ain't that great. And also, why should you have to do all of this shit? You get a phone. None of these other phones, I'm doing all of this shit to save the battery. So they're gonna have to do something about that. But other than that, if I'm trapped on the subway for 3 hours, I mean, this is a phone I would want to have on me. I mean, the applications on this phone is insane. You got so many applications, so much stuff to do. I mean, this is a good phone that you could just sit around and play with all day. Like, you got your real phone that you use, every day, texting, email, all that, and you got another phone you walk around with. This is the one I'm walking around with because this phone is a lot of fun. But as far as using it for my main phone, I'm not doing it because, even with the keypad like that, the new one, it's still hard to text. The battery's still kind of sucky. And the phone's not that loud. It's just a few things I'm not really feeling it. But other than that, I mean, on a 1 to 10, I'm gonna give this phone a solid. I'm gonna go on the limb and give it a solid 7. Only because if they fix the battery, then I'll drop it up to 8. Add some more virtual keyboards, then we could dealing with a 9. But the battery is the main thing. The 5.0 camera, you can't go wrong with that. All of the different screens, the way you change the screens, the touch screen works nice on it. So like I said, I'm gonna give it a 7. Hopefully they do something and we push it up to 8. And last but not least, Blackberry Tour. Anybody who knows me, knows my videos, know that Blackberry is the way I go. You see, when I leave out of my house, I got about 8 phones that I could just really walk around with. But when I leave out of my house, this is always in my pocket. If I'm going somewhere emergency, you see me with 2 more Blackberries, and that's how I'm doing. Hold on a second. Call you right back. Sorry about that. But like I said, when I'm working on my house, I got Blackberries all day because this is a reliable phone. I mean, to this day, the only thing I could think about it on this phone that I don't like is if you power it off, it does take about a good 5 minutes to turn back on. But other than that, I mean, you see I got the weather on the front screen. I don't know if you can see it. I got the weather. I got my Google Talk, AIM, Yahoo, everything running all at the same time, and my BlackBerry Messenger. I don't need like on this one, they told me you get on the Hero, you get the task manager and you got to keep shutting down tasks, save the battery. On my BlackBerry, everything is running together all day long. You could AIM me, Yahoo me, Google me, BlackBerry Messenger, everything running at the same time. Weather, I got about 4 other applications open at the same time. And that's like I'm saying, there's really nothing that I've seen yet that can touch this phone. The keyboard, let me tell you, when you get used to this keyboard, you could type on it without looking. You could type on the keyboard almost without looking. You could type one hand text, a whole conversation while you're driving on the highway. I mean, can't go wrong with this. So like I said, on the 1 to 10, I'm gonna go out on the limb and I'm gonna give this a solid 10. I know a lot of people, may disagree with me, but this is the best phone that I've used yet. And as you can see, I use all of them. I'll show you got an iPhone and a HTC and what is it, the My Touch and all of that. I mean, I play with them all, but when I'm going out and I got business to take care of, call me my BlackBerry. Phone's always gonna go through. I mean, I was gonna set up a comparison. I send an email. If I send an email, all of my phones have the same email addresses basically attached to them. If I send an email, as soon as I press send on a computer, maybe 10 seconds later, the BlackBerry's going off. Then after that, the pre will go off, and then both HTCs will go off after that. But I want my message when I'm getting it instantly. I don't want to be sitting outside emailing somebody and they're talking about, I ain't get the message yet. Or somebody emailed me and I'm waiting for the shit. No, I'm not doing it. So like I said, go with the BlackBerry. If you only got one phone that you could get, you got a bullshit phone right now and you want to upgrade, all of these other shits, yeah, they cute, they colorful, make a lot of sounds and all that, but if you got some business to take care of and you only got one phone that you need to walk out your house with, go with the Tour. Alright? Any comments, just leave it. Later.